Hey there, it's Ryan Ketchum here again from Fitness Revolution, and today I want to talk to you about how to enjoy the process of marketing. So let's relate this back to something that you do, right? So I'm going to bring this back together, and it's something that you work with your clients all the time on the process, right? So there is a process to training or to getting the results that your clients want. They've got to follow the nutrition habits. They've got to make these changes. They need to come into so many training sessions a week, right? So you've got your process that you work with them on, and you expect them to follow that. And sometimes it's not comfortable. Sometimes it gets them out of their comfort zone, but you work with them to make gradual steps to start to enjoy that process, right? And a lot of times you'll pitch that as like, hey, just enjoy the process. The results will come at the end, right? So I want to flip that back around on you and talk to you about enjoying the process of marketing. So marketing is something that's probably pretty painful for you. And this all came about because we just got off a meeting with all of our success coaches, right? And we were talking about why some of our coaching clients have this amazing success with the marketing plans that we give them and using the marketing methods, and then why some struggle or why some resist implementing the processes that we ask them to implement, doing the things we ask them to do, using their marketing calendar, following the action plans that we give them. And we were trying to figure this out. And there's a lot of different ways that we can go about. There's a lot of different reasons. That's not important, but we were trying to figure this out. So we deal with the same thing you deal with your clients, right? Getting them to abide by the processes, follow the rules, do the things they have to do to achieve the results. So let's just kind of cut right to the chase here. It's that if you want to grow your business, you've got to figure out how to market, right? And there's 100 different ways to market. You need to have your marketing strategy. That's one thing. But at the end of the day, you have to actually do the marketing activities. So there is no quick fix when it comes to marketing. Now, there are ways to make the marketing plan you have more simple, probably and hopefully more enjoyable, and we can play to your strengths and things that you're more willing and able and capable of doing and having success with. But at the end of the day, you still have to do those marketing activities. So you have to learn how to enjoy the process, right? And that's why when I'm coaching someone on their marketing and it's dire straits, or even if we're just trying to ramp things up, right? We have to implement this new process. We have to put this new action plan in place. And instead of looking at the outcome, I want to try to coach on behaviors. And this is something that really was made apparent to me. I just hired a consultant and a coach for myself to help me on our sales process. So I asked, we went around, we got this as a referral, actually. I met with this person and we were talking about sales process and bringing on salesperson for our team to help out with the sales department and to assist me a little bit in our sales activities. And we were talking about things I've done well in the past, things I failed at the past, things I'm not so good at. And one of the things we talked about was the behaviors, right? So when you're selling or when you're marketing, they both go hand in hand. The behaviors all stay the same, right? They're this constant linear path. Behaviors. So whatever your behaviors are with your marketing, your action plan, whether it's meeting new people and adding them to your network, whether it's running your Facebook campaigns and looking at your stats and managing that, or optimizing your copy, or posting a certain number of social media videos every day, or a number of blog posts, or sending out a number of emails. Or if it's asking for referrals and following up consistently, right? The behaviors all stay the same. We hope to achieve a certain outcome with them, and that's how we determine if the behaviors we're doing are effective, right? We look at the behaviors being effective. They should produce a certain outcome, but the results tend to go like this, right? Up and down in a wave. In a sales and marketing path, it's never this linear approach. It might go up, then it pans out, it might drop down, it might go up, and it drops down. Our hopes are we continue to build momentum, right? If we put the plan in place, you continue to build momentum with your marketing. you get more referrals, get more clients, which leads to more referrals, and you continue that cycle. When you get better at posting on social media and doing videos or writing your emails or running Facebook ads, you get better at that. You're optimizing them, you're measuring your success, you're figuring out ways to make it better. The results continue to get better, or you know the return you get on your Facebook ads, so you can spend more money with them. Now you can get in front of more people, get more leads. You optimize your follow-up processes. So is my phone call follow-up process, is my script good? Am I doing all these things? The behaviors stay the same. You always make the calls. You post a certain number of videos a day. You send an email every day or 3 times a week. Or you ask for a referral at least once a day. You follow the process. The behavior stays linear. That's always the same. Right? If we can ramp it up, awesome. If you can do more of it, you should get more of the result. But the behavior stays the same. You do the same behaviors. The results might come up and down. The way to keep the results going up is not to bail on the behavior. It's to continue doing it or ramp it up so that you can get a better result. Right? So you can also look to optimize it. Same thing with your clients. Right? If they're coming into their training sessions and they're doing 3 a week, right? If they're not doing 3 a week and that's what you've told them they have to do, your first goal is to get them to do 3 a week, right? Your goal, if you want more clients and you want more leads, is to put your 3 lead channels in place, right? Internal, online, offline, a lead channel. And you figure out your action plan for that. So you figure out, what do I have to do to have success? And then you implement it. From there, you follow the process, right? Measure your results, implement the plan. If you're not getting the results you want, you look back and say, what could I do better? Optimize it, make a couple of adjustments, do it again, and you keep doing it. We have, it's funny because we have coaching clients that take off with this and they just like crazy growth, right? Then we have others that are up and then others that kind of stay the same, right? And when it all goes back to it, it's looking like, what are the proactive behaviors that you're doing? Are you making the time for this? You've got to learn to enjoy that process. And I know that you have to have some wins, right? But you've got to figure out how to enjoy going out and networking with people or writing those emails. And sometimes we don't love what we end up having to do, right? Just like with your current clients. The clients you have, they don't love doing everything that you're asking them to do with their training and nutrition right away, but you're going to ask them to get a little uncomfortable so they get the result they want, right? We as coaches have to ask you to do the same thing. And I know I talk a lot about making marketing easy, making it simple. It can be all those things, but you have to learn to enjoy the process. And that's what our AAA marketing method is all about. It's creating your action plan out of an arsenal that we've collected based off your assets, right? That's a reverse engineered AAA plan. The action items are the behaviors. Those are the things you're going to do, and we've got some outcomes to see if we're meeting our objectives. Your arsenal, that's the things you're going to deploy. Those are the things you're going to use. So things like joint ventures, networking, Facebook ads, social media posting, blogging, YouTubing, whatever, right? Referral programs. And then your assets are your strengths. Right? The skills you have, the resources that you have that hopefully can make this easier for you to do and make it a little bit more enjoyable for you to go through this process, right? So as you're going through and thinking this, if you're stuck with your marketing, get back to what's the process? Can I just focus on the activity? And a lot of times when you just take action and you focus on, hey, I don't feel like marketing today. I don't have time, I'm tired. I trained 12 sessions today. I'm exhausted. You have to look back and say, okay, well, just take some action, right? Or crap, my marketing is not working right now. What do I do? Have you ever felt that way? I mean, of course you have. Everybody feels that way. I've felt that way. I'll probably felt that way this week when I've had a failure or a struggle or something else, right? All the time I get people that might no-show me on a call. It's frustrating, right? My time's pretty valuable. I value my time a lot. And when somebody no-shows me, that sucks. So I have to look back, but they're like, I can't stop doing those calls because one person no-showed me or I get a couple no-shows in a row. I'd have to look at, well, what can I do to get those people there and make sure they show up? What can I do to get a bigger commitment? I have to optimize my process, right? Continue the behavior, optimize the process, optimize the actions, and then check and see if the results are getting, or if I get the results based off of those changes and adjustments I have. You have to do those same things, right? So take a look at the strengths, the resources, the skills that you have. what do you have that you could leverage? And you have to create the arsenal. What are you going to go deploy? What's the array of resources you're going to deploy in your internal, offline, online channels? And then what's your action plan? And how are you going to make that stuff come to life? And if you just focus on taking action, sometimes when you get frustrated, you're down, you're not motivated. Sometimes you just have to start that first step, just with your clients, like that first step to get in the gym. Just show up. And a lot of times that workout's great for them. Or just kind of forget that you kind of went crazy this weekend and cheated all weekend, and start fresh on Monday and just take action, right? Eat the first meal. Like, just worry about the first meal. Just worry about making your first phone call. Just worry about going out and meeting the first person, sending the first email, posting your first video. Just do that. And a lot of times you're going to gain that momentum. And so I wanted to talk today again about enjoy the process, right? Figure out those action plans. Let us know if we can help you, but figure out what you have to do. Enjoy the process of marketing, and all of a sudden it will become a lot easier for you. It will become more simple. It's going to be more effective. But if you aren't doing those things, you can never hope that your business is going to be where it wants to go. So, I wanted to share this with you today to let you know you're not alone. Right? A lot of people struggle with their marketing. They don't want to do these things. They struggle with their business. Not everybody is just crushing it out there, right? You're not alone, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? The plan works. You just have to work the plan. So stay consistent, stay motivated, enjoy the process. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of your own advice that you give with your current clients that are having trouble with their progress. Take your own advice and get to work marketing. Let me know how this stuff goes, guys. I'll be back again soon with another video. I'll talk to you soon.